internet friends, my name is Catherine and I'm the human behind Christian the Scoocher. And today I'm super excited because we are going to do tie-dye for the very first time. I've never done that before, so this is exciting. So what I did is I purchased the tie-dye kit from Dharma Trading Co. I will be putting a link in the description box below if you are interested in the specific kit I've used. So you have pretty much everything you need for this experiment. The only thing that I would recommend for you, it's also on the Dharma Trading Co page, so you can check there. What is not included that I've used are funnels, measuring cups, measuring teaspoons, containers to put the stuff in, like my huge gallon, like 5 gallon thing. I don't know, I don't remember what it's called. And what else was not included? That's pretty much it. The clothing that I used to do the tie-dye. So those are things that you need to consider getting apart. And as usual, please make sure that you're only using stuff that will be used to dye. Dedicated dyeing instrument, please. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hello, so today we're trying tie-dye and it's going to be my first time. So I was thinking maybe I should bring you with me in this journey of learning to tie-dye. So I purchased the kit from Dharma Trading Co. What is included in the kit are those squeeze bottle. I just added the name of the 3 dyes that he gave us with the kit. The funnel is not part of that, it is mine. So you will need to have a funnel at home dedicated entirely to dyeing. So we will have lemon yellow, fuchsia, and turquoise. We have a pound, so 454 grams of urea. So this is a clothing that I will be tie-dyeing. This is not part of the kit from Dharma. We have some soda ash. We have rubber bands. We have the top for the squeeze bottle. They give you this mask. I personally don't like those because I prefer mine. And they give you 1 pair of gloves. So the first thing that they say that we should be doing for the tie-dye, so the first step will be to just scrunch, create the resistance on the shirts that we want to do. I'm not exactly certain what I want to do for that, but we'll see. They have like these instructions and there is some technique that we can use, so I think I'm going to try to do the classic one. So how do they do that? So you scrunch it up, turn it. Oh yeah, I can see definitely this. And we're going to be using the rubber bands to create the resist. I don't know how successful I will be because this is for my child, so this is very small. I'm already put the soda ash in the warm water, so I will be ready to soak the thing. So we're supposed to scrunch it up while it is dry, and then once it's all scrunched up, we can add that to the warm water and let it soak for like 15 minutes. Okay. And for the shorts, like this, like that maybe. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay. We're all learning here. Ouch. Maybe I didn't need the gloves to do this portion, right? It's okay. I definitely did not need to do the gloves here. Okay, so now that it is all kind of okay-ish, we're going to put this into the warm water with the soda ash solution. Just And those are 95% cotton. For the shorts, it's 95% cotton and 5% elastan. And the t-shirt is 100% cotton. So in the bucket, we have 1 cup of the soda ash and I think it's 1 gallon of water that I recommend. At least the shorts are already soaked up. So we're going to let this soak for 15 minutes. And while this is soaking up, we are going to do our dye solution. Okay, so I'm just going to put that somewhere else to put my respirator on, because we are going to put our respirator, put the gloves on. So they are saying that we need to do urea, to mix water with urea. So they have this handy thing here. So they're basically saying 1 cup of water is 1 tablespoon of urea. So that's what we will do. So it's 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon, I think 1 tablespoon. Okay, so we are going to do this first because we need that to work with the dyes. And I'm just going to do a small hole here. And those scissors are we're only using that for dyeing things. So just make sure there we go. So we have we should probably do, what is a quart? Okay, we're going to do the full quart. And just add 1 cup. It's just going to make it easier, and we're going to have more than enough to do the 3 colors. So, and we've got a cup. Perfect. So I'm just going to be closing this up. And always make sure that you have gloves and a respirator when you're doing this. So that way we are not, I will put that somewhere else. Okay, so we are just going to stir this. And same thing, I only use this spoon to dye and use chemicals with it. So please ensure that we're only using that. So this is slowly but surely dissolving. So I'm just going to wait for this. I don't need to wait actually. It's almost completely dissolved, which is fantastic. So we're going to set this aside and we're going to grab those. So for 1 cup of water, they recommend using 2 teaspoons of the dye that they gave us. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. And same thing here, I'm going to just do a very small hole to ensure that we have control. But since this one has the little asterisk next to it, we are supposed to be using 4 teaspoons. For 1 cup of water. So there we go, 4. We're going to set this aside and move it somewhere out of the way. I'm just going to quickly rinse off the teaspoon. So this is our turquoise. Now we're going to go into our fuchsia. And I'm very happy that they are giving out fuchsia because my little one loves pink. So this one doesn't have the asterisk, so it's 2 teaspoons per cup of water. So same thing, I'm going to set this aside. And last but not least, the lemon. And 2 teaspoons. There we go. So that's good. Let's set the dry powder aside here. Perfect. So what they recommend is to do a paste with the urea water. So I'm just going to pour a tiny bit in each of my containers so we can hydrate the water, well, the dry powder, so it's no longer in a dry powder form and I don't risk breathing this in. So we're going to do this, and the urea powder apparently is supposed to help set the colors over here. So okay, so this looks like a good paste. We can top it up to 250 milliliter because we want to do 1 cup. There we go. Oh, I hope that the squeeze bottle is at least for a cup of water. Of the oh, it really did make a difference. I don't feel the clumps at all now. That's cool. Okay, next one. Paste. Bring it up to 250 milliliters. Perfect. Yeah, let's not make a mess. Perfect. Let's do the yellow. And let's add the 250, up to 250 milliliters. And there we go. And just give it a gentle mix so that we don't have any clumps. Perfect. Well, that looks good. So now we're going to put those into our squeeze bottles. And I do hope that it fits a cup in there. I think we're going to be just right. Yay! That's fantastic. Amazing. I'm super glad. Okay, I'm just going to quickly rinse off this. Perfect. One, I'm just going to be rinsing it off. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, perfect. So we're going to do the fuchsia now. Perfect. I am so glad that these fits 1 full cup in there. Perfect. So fuchsia is good. I'm going to quickly rinse my funnel. Let's do the turquoise. Perfect. Let's set this aside. Okay, where is this? Perfect. And here we go. So we have all our squeeze bottle ready to go when we have our stuff. Okay, so let's grab our pre-soaked t-shirt and shorts. There we go. So we're not going to be cooking this because this is not how tie-dye works with this. So it's basically curing the thing. And the good thing with the soda ash solution that we've made, you can reuse it as long as there is something in it. Okay, so my little one really likes pink, so we're going to go with more pink than anything else. Oh, it looks red. So we're just going to saturate everything as much as possible. Well, maybe it's looking red now, but it won't look red all the time. I don't know. I absolutely do not know what I'm doing when it comes to actual tie-dye application because this is never something that I've done. So I feel we need a tiny bit of blue. And hopefully we'll be able to create some purple. So I'm going to saturate that as much as possible. And I will have a lots of dye left. So I'll be able to do more stuff with that. Maybe a tiny bit of yellow so we can create kind of a rainbow thing. If we can. If not, that's okay. Let's saturate this. Like, some people are so good with how they're applying their tie-dye stuff. I just saw a TikTok earlier of someone, like, she was making she made like the shape of a cat. Like it, and it really looked like the behind of a cat. I was so impressed. Oh, this is so pretty, pastel and all. Let's do this. A little bit more blue. We'll see what it looks like later. More fuchsia because my little likes pink. Too bad I don't have anything else to like absorb. Ah, yikes. To absorb the excess because there's so much excess. And like from what I was reading, it is normal to have a lot of excess dye doing this, and we're going to have a lot of fun removing the excess dye. That's going to be a really funky color. So I'm just since this one feels complete, I'm just going to put that in my bag because we're supposed to keep this in a bag for like, oh, this dough, oh, this is pretty. I love the marbled effect on my gloves. Sorry. Okay, fuchsia. Like that. Here. Let's funky saturate this. Yes, so we're supposed to put that in a bag so it will keep the moisture inside. So I've put that in my bag, and now we're going to be waiting forever for that. Not necessarily forever, but they say to let it cure for at least 4 hours, but preferably 24 hours for the brightest color in temperature. Blah, 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 blah. So I will see you when I see you, basically, for the rest of this experiment. So I'll see you later. Okay, so it's time to rinse off the dye from our tie-dye, and I'll put my gloves first. From the instruction that are included, we need to start by rinsing it off first in cool water so it will stop the curing process. It's kind of looking cool. So from my understanding, we will have a lot of color coming out. But I think it's going to be fun. And they say to rinse it off in cold water first, still with the rubber bands on. Okay, I think now we probably could do it with warm water and remove the rubber bands. So next step is to have warm water to rinse it off, and we are going to be removing the rubber bands. I'm going to try to keep the rubber bands because might as well. Yeah. Oh, we're going to have some white spots. Cool. Oh, oh, this is so cute. Oh, I love that. Amazing. Okay, let's remove those rubber bands. And they say to rinse off. Oh, oh my gosh, I love that. That's so adorable. So they say to try and remove as much as possible until it runs fairly clear. And you know how I feel about that? It always makes me a little. At least it seems that we've removed most of the blue because we're running fairly pink now. So it's fairly pink, but there's still a hint of blue because we have some purple. It's mostly purple now. So the water is currently pretty warm, but it is not like boiling hot. It is so fun. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Okay, so I guess that this would be considered fairly clear because it's mostly the pink. So we're going to grab this, and I'm currently preloading with hot water my washing machine with 1/4 of a cup of the Dyer's detergent that was included in the kit. So this is where this is gonna go, and they say to put it in a full cycle. So here it is. And here's the final result of our tie-dye experiment. I am super happy with how it turned out. The back and front are slightly different, obviously, but not too much. And I'm just super excited with all those colors and how it turned out. Oh my goodness. I feel, oh, I never did tie-dye before, so I'm very happy how it turned out. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm super excited. I hope my little one will like that. And I hope you liked the video. And if you did, please consider sharing, liking, and subscribing. And I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.